Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thank you, guys. Checking in with the Florida Atlantic head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Florida's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. On the run, it's Pryor. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
They'll go right back to it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So Florida Atlantic's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Florida Atlantic races to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
calls his own number. Push down for the tackle. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Gators will line up to punt it away.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Gonna run it. It's Bernard. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away, and he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws it to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. That's caught. It's ball. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Pryor. Knocked off his feet. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Ball. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see if they can beat the play clock this time after the delay. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on second down. Got his man. Makes the grab in their space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. High the chains now on second and long. Fine play action. Bears the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Owls are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And they got it.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got a man. It's Mays. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And the Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Henry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Bernard. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose. Touchdown, Gators. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got his man on the right. Turns it on at midfield. Touchdown, Owls! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. The short hands, it's Pryor. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, Florida Atlantic's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Off the play fake on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Messer. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Wants to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back. comes the offense. Running inside, it's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Runs through a tackle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. On the move. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The Gators line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last. Snags it, and he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Here's a give the ball. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here's Jaden one more time. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Lowers those pads. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bernard. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just going when the going's good.
The Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wants to go right back downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Using the quick game. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end. Turning it on! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they get him down. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw again. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you gotta pull up. 15-yard penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Bernard. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking for a crease. It's Bernard.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's complete. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Hauls it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical.